Are you good then and true?
Yea, or else it were pity, but they should suffer salvation, body and soul.
Nay, that were a punishment too good for them, if they should have any allegiance in them, being chosen for the prince's watch.
Well, give them their charge, neighbor Dogberry.
First, who think you the most desertless to be constable?
Kate Seacole, sir, for she can write and read.
Come hither, neighbor Seacole. God hath blessed you with a good name. To be a well-favored woman is a gift of fortune, but to write, to read, comes by nature.
Both wish, Master Constable.
You have. I knew it would be your answer. Well, as for your fortune, why, give God thanks. Make no boast of it. For your reading and writing, well, let that appear when there is no need for such vanity. It is thought here that you are the most senseless and fit to be constable of the watch, therefore, bear you the lantern. Here is your charge. You shall comprehend all vagrom men. You are to bid any man stand in the prince's name.
How if he will not stand?
Why then, take no note of him, but let him go. And presently call the rest of the watch together, and thank God you are rid of a knave.
If he will not stand when he is bidden, he is not of the prince's subjects.
And they are to meddle with none but the prince's subjects. You shall make no noise in the streets, for a watch to babble and to talk is most tolerable, and not to be entered.
We would rather sleep than talk. We know what belongs to a watch.
You speak like an ancient and most quiet watchman, for I cannot see how sleeping should offend. Only have a care that your close be not stolen. Wow. You shall call about all the alehouses, and bid them that are drunk, get them to bed.
How if they will not?
Why, then, let them alone till they are sober. And if they make you then not the better answer, you may say they are not the ones you're looking for. If you take a thief in the night, you may by your office suspect him to be no true man, but the less you meddle and make with him, by the more is for your honesty.
If we suspect him to be a thief, shall we not lay hands on him?
Goodly, by your office you may, but I think that they that touch pitch will be defiled. Now the best thing for you to do if you were to come upon a thief is to let him show himself who he is and steal out of your company.
You have been always called a merciful man, partner.
Truly, I would not hang a dog by my will, much more a man who hath any honesty in him.
If you hear a child cry in the night, you must call to the nurse and bid her still it.
How if the nurse be asleep and will not hear us?
Why then, depart in peace, and let the child wake her with crying. Although you will not hear her lamb when it bays.
Bah!
Will never enter a calf when he bleeds.
Tis very true.
This is the end of the charge. You, constable, are to present the prince's own person. If you meet the prince in the night, you may stay him.
Nay, nay, by Our Lady, that I think that cannot.
5 shillings to 1 on it with any man who knows the statutes. They may stay him. Marry not, if the prince be willing, for a watch, or to offend no man. And it is an offense to stay a man against his will.
By Our Lady, I think it be so.
Well, neighbors, good night. If there be any matter of great chances, call up me. Keep your fellows' counsels and your own, and good night. Come, neighbor.
Well, we hear our charge, so let us sit upon the church bench till 2, and then to bed.
One word more. Honest neighbors, I pray you, keep a watch about Signor Leonato's door. There being a wedding tomorrow, there is a great coil tonight. Adieu. I beseech you.
What? Conrad!
Peace, stir not.
Conrad, I say!
Here, man. At thy elbow.
Mass, my elbow itched. thought there would a stab follow.
I owe thee an answer for that. Now forward with thy tale.
Stand thee close then under this penthouse, for it drizzles rain, and I will like a true drunkard utter all to thee.
Some treason here. Stand close.
Therefore, know I have earned of Don John 1,000 pounds.
Is it even possible that any villainy could be so dear?
Thou shouldst rather ask if it were possible any villainy should be so rich. When rich villains have need of poor ones may make what price they will.
I wonder at it.
That shows thou art unconfirmed. Thou knowest that the fashion of a doublet or a hat or a cloak is nothing to a man.
Yes, it is apparel.
I mean the fashion.
Yes, the fashion is the fashion.
Tush. I may as well say the fool's the fool. But seest thou not what a deformed thief this fashion is?
I know that deformed. He hath been a vile thief the 7 year. He goes up and down like a gentleman. I remember his name.
Didst thou not hear somebody?
No, 'twas the vane on the house.
Seest thou not, I say, what a deformed thief this fashion is? How giddily it turns about all the hot bloods between 14 and 5 and 30. Sometimes fashioning them like pharaoh soldiers on the reeky paintings, sometimes like godless priests in the old church window, sometimes like the shaven Hercules in the smirched worm-eaten tapestry, where his codpiece seems as massy as his club.
All this I see, and I see that the fashion wears out more apparel than the man. But art not thou thyself giddy with the fashion too, that thou hast shifted out of thy tale into telling me the fashion?
Not so neither. But know I have tonight wooed Margaret, the lady hero's gentlewoman, by the name of Hero. She leans out at her lady's chamber window, bids me 1,000 times good night. I tell this tale vilely. I should first tell thee how the prince, Claudio, and my master, planted and placed and possessed by my master Don John, saw far off in the orchard this amiable encounter.
And thought they Margaret was Hero?
2 of them did, the prince and Claudio. But the devil, my master, knew she was Margaret. And partly by his oaths, which first possessed them, partly by the dark night which did deceive them, but chiefly by, my villainy, which should confirm any slander Don John had made, away went Claudio enraged, swore he would meet her as he was appointed next morning at the temple, and there, before the whole congregation, shame her with what he saw overnight, and send her home again with her husband.
We charge you in the prince's name. Stand.
Call the right master constable. We have here recovered the most dangerous piece of lechery that ever was known in the Commonwealth.
And one deformed is one of them.
Masters.
I know him. He wears a lock.
Masters.
You will be forced to bring deformed forth, I warn you.
Masters.
Never speak, we charge you. Let us obey as you go with us.
We are like to prove a goodly commodity being taken up by these fools.
Yeah, commodity in question, I warn you. Come, we'll obey you.
Oh, right.
Good Ursula, wake my cousin Beatrice and desire her to rise.
Really?
And bid her come hither.
Well,
Troth, I think your other necklace were better.
No, pray thee, good Meg, I'll wear this.
By my troth, it's not so good, and I warrant your cousin will say the same.
My cousin's a fool, and thou art another. I'll wear none but this.
Your gown's a most rare fashion of faith. I saw the Duchess of Milan's gown they praise so.
Oh, that exceeds, they say.
By my troth, it's been a nightgown in respect of yours.
God give me joy to wear it. My heart is exceeding heavy.
'Twill be heavier soon, for the weight of a man.
Fie upon thee! Art not ashamed?
Oh, what lady? Of speaking honorably? Is not marriage honorable in a beggar? Is not your lord honorable without marriage? I think you would have me say, saving your reverence, a husband. If bad thinking do not rest true speaking, I'll offend nobody. Is there any harm in the heavier for a husband? None, I think, if it be the right husband, and the right wife. Otherwise 'tis light and not heavy. Ask my lady Beatrice else. Here she comes.
Good morrow, cuz!
Good morrow, Earl.
Why, how now? Do you speak in the sick tune?
I am out of all other tunes, methinks. Oh, 'tis almost 5 o'clock, cousin. 'Tis time you were ready. Oh, by my troth, I am exceeding ill. Hey-ho.
For a hawk, a horse, or a husband?
For the letter that begins them all. H. H. Ache. H. H.
Well, there's no more sailing by the star.
What means the fool now?
Oh, nothing I. But God send everyone their heart's desire.
These gloves the Count sent me, they are an excellent perfume.
Oh, I am stuffed, cousin. I cannot smell.
A maid and stuffed? There's goodly catching of a cold.
God help me. God help me. How long have you professed apprehension?
Even since you left it. Does not my wit become me rarely?
It is not seen enough you should wear it in your cap. By my troth, I am sick.
Get you some of this distilled Cardus Benedictus and lay it to your heart. It is an only thing for quaff.
There, thou prickest her with the thistle.
Benedictus. Why, Benedictus, you have some moral in this Benedictus?
Moral? No, by my troth, I have no moral meaning. I simply meant to play in holy thistle. You may think, perhaps, that I think you are in love. Nay, by Our Lady, I'm not fool enough to think what I list, nor list I not to think what I can, nor I cannot think, if I were to think my heart out of thinking, that you are in love, or that you will be in love, or that you can be in love. Yet, Benedict was such a one, and now he's become a man. He swore he would never marry, and now, in despite of his heart, he eats his meat without grudging. And how you may be converted I know not, but methinks you look with your eyes as other women do.
What is this pace that thy tongue keeps?
Not a false gallop.
The Prince, the Count, Signor Benedict, Don John, and all the gallants of the village are come to...
Help to dress me, good cuz, good maid, good Ursula.
What would you with me honestly?
Marry, sir, I would have some conference with you that discerns you new.
Brief, I pray you, for it's a busy time with me.
Marry, this it is.
Yes, in truth it is, sir.
And what is it?
Poor soul, sir. Neighbor Burgess. Her wits are not quite as they used to be, but God love her, she's as honest as the skin between her brows.
I thank God I'm as honest as anyone living who is old and no honester than I.
The palabras, neighbor Burgess.
Neighbors, you are tedious.
It pleases your worship to say so, but we are the poor duke's officers. But truly, for my own part, if I were as tedious as a king, I would bestow it all on your worship.
All the tediousness on me.
And 'twere it 1,000 more than 'tis, for I have heard as great exclamation of your worship as of any man in this city. And though I be but a poor man, I have heard it and learned.
And so am I.
I would fain know what you have to say.
Marry, sir, our watch tonight, accepting your worship's presence, have taken a couple of as errant knaves as any in Messina.
Yeah, good old souls. She will be talking.